Hello, I'm Dr. Dina Stacer, the Chief of Business Success Strategies for Leads Club. What I wanted to do is give you an update. In May 2021, I purchased Leads Club. What I wanted to do is let you know what we've been working on from that time up until today, which is July 27th, 2021. So what we're going to do is talk a little bit about what we've been up to. We started remodeling, revising, and with a brand new website in May 2021. Here's the status update for today, July 27th. We're currently working on the wireframe for the website that defines how it will look and operate. At the same time, we're finalizing the new logo, website color scheme, general look, and feel for branding. Next, we'll be working on finalizing and setting up the membership component. We have a membership plugin, and so the one that we have right now isn't as effective as some other ones, so we're looking at finding one that will be more efficient for our members. One of the things that we are doing is creating a lot of marketing for you. So we have a YouTube component, and the website will have different videos from different categories available for visitors and members alike to learn more about Leads Club, to figure out whether it's a good fit for them, etc. It also is a way to promote you. So here are several ways we would love for you to participate to market you and at the same time help grow your chapter as well as your business. You can share a 10-minute speaker presentation recorded on Zoom during your Leads Club meeting. So if you're on Zoom still and you're doing virtual chapters and not in person, it's really easy. The person who sends you the link can go ahead and record that meeting, and we can edit the different speaker presentations and send that to us. We'll put it on YouTube and other places to market. We will give you a copy of your video or the link, and you can embed that on LinkedIn, Facebook, etc. Number 2, you can share a 1 to 2 minute video about you and put that on your Leads Club profile page. What that means is, instead of just having a static profile where someone goes to check out who's in this chapter, you would actually have a video that would be saved in YouTube that would allow someone to check out what you've said. We can talk more about that later on if you're interested. I'll be happy to give you some criteria and tips. Number 3, you can share a story about a referral that you received through Leads Club that was a huge contribution, a game changer for you that gave you business growth. The next one, you can post it on social media, and we can post it on our social media pages. Number 4, you can give a testimonial about a Leads Club member who has been inspirational to you or has worked hard to find leads or business partners for you. You can give a testimonial about how Leads Club has helped you. For example, you can talk about a member who's gone out of their way to help find amazing business referrals for you. And that 1 minute or 2 minute or less, 30-second promotional, if you want to call it that, promotes you, promotes the person who's the one that you referred or referred to you, and additionally it is something we can post to help other people find us to see, that looks like a great place for me to be. You can actually share an educational presentation for our free national networking events for all chapter members and guests. It's a way to invite them to get more information. These are live events that we offer for all Leads Club members. Usually the presenter speaks about 20 to 30 minutes, and then we also have a lot of networking. We break up into Zoom rooms and we talk about stuff so you get to meet people from across the country that are in Leads Club and you can connect with them. These are educational tips, no more than 5 tips. People can't remember them, and 20 to 30 minutes. And we would be happy to have a conversation with you or have you put in our Leads Club national networking events and support your connection with other Leads Club members. The next one, you can be interviewed on Zoom. You can share how Leads Club has helped you grow your business I recently interviewed somebody who'd been in Leads Club for 25 years, and she talked about the story of how she built her business primarily from relationships and referrals. And then you can post your video from YouTube on your social media, and also we'll do the same thing on Leads Club social media. One of the new things that we're doing is we're modifying or revising the purpose. The purpose is one of the things that we read in the very beginning of our Leads Club meetings as part of our program. The purpose of Allie Lawson's Leads Club. Well, Allie Lawson was the one that started Leads Club, but a lot of times people don't really know what that means, so we have dropped the Allie Lawsons, and now it's the purpose of Leads Club. In addition to that, if you are interested in helping us revise or develop the purpose, I'd love to have your feedback. We will be having an advisory council for the chapter representatives to do that discussion. And the other thing we're talking about is we all laugh because we're not a social club. We talked about relationships that last a lifetime. Relationships first, business second. Most people will not just buy from you unless they're desperate. They want to have a relationship if it's going to be repeat and referral business. The next thing we're doing is a new program meeting agenda. What I've done is I've modified the current program agenda to move a few things around, and there's a psychology behind that. The first thing we've got is our regular announcements and the networking and all the stuff that goes on in the very beginning of the meeting. And then we've got our first promotional. That has not changed. The next thing we do, which I'm hoping you'll consider, is that we will have 2 or 3 speakers depending on the size of your chapter. If you have 2 business speakers because of the size of your chapter, then you would also have 1 educational speaker. If you have 1 educational speaker and you're a small chapter, you would have an educational speaker and 1 business speaker. What is an educational speaker? An educational speaker can talk about anything that they want to share. It does not have to be business tips. It can be. But in our chapter, when we started doing this about 5 years ago, what we did was we morphed it into you teach us things about life. We've had people teach us how to grow plumeria, how to cross the border into Mexico because we're in San Diego, how to do that with finesse, how to get better sleep, how to communicate more effectively, and a whole variety of different activities. Now, why do I want you to do this and switch it up? Because I want you to really focus on building relationships. And when we're strictly business, people don't know you, like you, or trust you. When you share something with other people that you enjoy, your passion comes out. When you share something with people that they can benefit from, they get value. For Leads Club, we want people to have value, so much value that there's just a non-starter when it comes to whether I should continue in Leads Club. We want you to win in Leads Club. We want you to have an amazing experience and amazing business growth. So the educational speaker is 10 minutes or 5 minutes, depending on your timing. Then the next thing is the second promotional. The second promotional is a program variation, which can include a quote and a question or information. For example, one of the promotional variations that I used in my chapter was the idea that on July 27th, 1940, Bugs Bunny appeared as a character in his first cartoon. One of the quotes that Bugs Bunny says in the show is, "Don't take life seriously. You'll never get out alive." Bugs Bunny. So the question I ask people is in our group is, what are you absolutely too serious about? It allows us to pay attention to each other. We find that many times people will say things that will lead you to trust them more, that will lead you to ask more questions, that will help you get to know them more. And as we build our referral relationships and partnerships, the more we know people, the more we care about them, and the more we can go out and try to find business relationships and past referrals or leads to them. Then the next thing we've done is moved passing of leads testimonials, and praise for the speakers to the bottom after the second promotional. Why? Because what happens is psychologically, we want to praise the people that put the effort into speaking that day. We want to thank them. We want to tell them what we learned from their presentation. We want to support our members by telling them we appreciated what they do, the most important thing we learned, or any recommendations or suggestions for something. In our chapter, we had a gal that did a whole thing about communication. It was so good, we told her she should put a class together. She did. So there's lots of ways we can help you grow your business. One other thing I'm recommending, a lot of times people say, I don't have any leads, right? Instead, why don't you say, I'm working on leads? Psychologically, what happens is you are committing to working on leads. And in your mind, it may take several months or weeks to actually pass a lead because you have to wait for the right timing for whatever that is. So we've moved that down to the end. Now, if you only have 30 or 45 seconds, you have to pick one of those things. If you have a little bit more time, you can go a little bit longer and do more. That's going to be up to your group and your size. At the end of the meeting, we do passing of leads. We call it Show Me the Money. And that's where we share the number of leads passed and the value passed. Let me explain to you. When you write down value passed or share that in the group, what you are doing is you are telling the members that the person that referred you received a certain amount of credit for how much you made. And then at the very end, we do a quote, which might relate to the second promotional, and the creed. All right, so that's the new format. I highly recommend you start changing. One is because we want people to feel like when they go to the meetings, they're included. They're encouraged to grow themselves as they do presentations. And as people tell them what they need to learn or what they learned from them, it allows you to tweak and get better at your presentation. So that's the new program meeting agenda. That information will be passed out to the directors as well as the consultants and regionals. So how can you participate? Well, you can help us revise the purpose and the creed. You can join our statewide Zoom pilot project. You can do a video and market yourself with Leads Club education, testimonials, presentations, events, or interviews. There are a few other things going on. I'll update you later on that. But what I'd like you to know is that this is the most recent update that we're working on. We hope to have the website done sometime by September. We're working on all sorts of ways to get video to us. If you see this and you're interested, please let me know. Talk to your consultant, talk to your director. They know how to reach me. And my contact information is down below. Looking forward to meeting you all in person. Let me know what other ideas you have that might be great benefits for our Leads Club members. We want to continue growing across the world.